Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm going to be doing an anime review on Space Dandy, Season 2, Episode 5. Now, there is a couple things about this episode that makes me worry. Now, I'm not going to get into those just yet. I want to first cover all the different aspects about the episode and different things that I loved before I get into the things that really make me worry. So anyways, this episode of Space Dandy, it's a standard episode, honestly. I mean, these past couple episodes of Space Dandy really haven't had that impact like that, the mask, that, a lone alien, that one alien that was by itself and it was wanting, a perfect smile. I haven't seen a good episode since then, honestly. Now, all the episodes are good in their own rights. Last episode was just so freaking great because of the high school musical type references and different stuff like that. But in terms of story and plot, I really haven't seen an episode actually be like that mask with the smile. So, this episode, looking at it, it's kind of generic. It's not bad. It's necessarily not bad. And the comedy is definitely subjective. For instance, it depends on your taste in comedy if you really enjoyed this episode. I was laughing at the episode, and if you saw my live reaction, you definitely got to see how I acted to Space Dandy Episode 5. Now, the thing is, the episode's main point and focus is our crew and gang trying to hunt down this rare alien that's a fish. Now, the big thing is, this fish is just massive. Oh my god, it's supposedly in a legend, and this fish is like 8 of my houses combined and stacked on top of each other, or even longer than that. That's how big this fish is. And so Danny gets a bright idea, he wants to catch it, and catch it with a freaking fishing pole. Right there, it's really funny and messed up, because Danny thinks he can reel in probably like something that weighs over 800 tons or something. I don't know. I mean, seriously, that freaking fish was just, yeah. And then they tried to add like 30 people to try to yank it. I'm like, there is no way in hell you're catching a fish with 30 freaking people. It's not possible. I mean, this is an anime, but it's not possible to catch a freaking fish that big. But the main moral of the episode, I think, is that Dandy is going to be Dandy, and he's always going to hunt down the next big catch. Oh god, that was a terrible pun. Anyways, Danny's always going to go after the next alien. For instance, at the end of this episode, he winds up back in the same situation he was at the start of the episode, and he's about to hunt down this other alien fish and take it off and try to make money. And so, the episode is good. It doesn't have as much moral meanings as other episodes I've seen, but the episode, for the most part, was entertaining. It's definitely a good episode. If you like Dandy, you'll definitely like this. Now, I want to get into the worrisome things about this episode. Okay, so for the past, like, 3 or 4 episodes, you all probably know by now, if you stay tuned to my reviews, you probably knew how I was like, is the art style supposed to be like this? Because I think in episode 3, I think the director of the episode, I think they changed directors each episode, and the director of episode 3 was the same director over Ping Pong. So, I mean, it's kind of understandable. If you put in perspective Ping Pong and its animation and art style, you kind of understand why the art style was like that in episode 3. But episode 4 also had that type of quality, especially with those, oh my god, this juddering frames. It looked really off. And in this episode, there was a lot of derpy animation. Like, for instance, Dandy just, oh my god, his face was like, yeah, I can't even explain it. The animation wasn't that good. It reminded me of Ping Pong. It really did. Now, I'm not saying Ping Pong is a bad series, because I love Ping Pong. It's a good series from last season. But it's got me worried, because I don't know if it's the, director of the episodes that's currently making the animation like this, or is it because they're running out of budget and they're having to put off the animation until they get to certain episodes. For instance, if we look at last season of Space Dandy, there was multiple episodes that had amazing budget, and I mean, the animation alone told a story. And so far from Season 2 of Space Dandy, the animation has really been lacking compared to the overall quality of the first season. So, I wonder what happened. I wonder if they're saving it, or I wonder if this is intentional. But whatever it is, it still was a good episode. So anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts about this episode of Space Dandy Season 2, Episode 5. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.